Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'll be discussing about prompt engineering and how we can do it using ChatGPT. So recently I've been working on ChatGPT to do exploratory data analysis. So for example, I these are my so I'll be working on this one. So this is one data set, and this data set has been taken from Kaggle, and it's about the data scientist salaries in different countries based on the job title. For example, you can see job title, employment, experience level, expertise level, salary currency. So this is a data set. It's actually a CSV file. So I just asked ChatGPT to can you do exploratory data analysis on this data set for me? So it's I mean it has reached to an extent where you can even do data analysis using ChatGPT, and I'm not even discussing about the paid version. Paid version, I'm gonna be making more videos on the paid version in the coming weeks because I think it is a, a good tool for doing things in less time. And what I mean by that is you can even process clean, or you can do ETL jobs on text files using ChatGPT and Notable IO. I would not discuss about Notable IO today, but I will just focus on doing EDA using ChatGPT. I am making this video on ChatGPT because I think it is a powerful tool, and I have been using ChatGPT for quite few months. But um, this is the data set now, and since I've done a bit of I kind of understand everything. I've done EDA by myself and I understand all the steps. But again, I wanted to see how ChatGPT does it. So it just shows the code as well. So it doesn't do the transformation for you, but it gives you the code necessary for doing the exploratory data analysis. So what is this is first Pandas, import Pandas, then you import matplotlib as usual, and seaborn as SNS. Then you get the data info. So what you can do is you can just directly go to Google Colab. Sorry, just give me a moment. Google Colab, and you can paste the same code in Colab. For example, I open Colab, create a new notebook, and write ChatGPT EDA. You can create the file name as ChatGPT EDA. For example, you can change the name here. I'm showing this because it actually works, and it works to an extent where you can do anything with ChatGPT. And I'll be experimenting with the paid version soon. So just give me a moment. This, for example, I have the data set of data. I think this is taken from Kaggle, so you can also import the data set from Kaggle. I'll provide a data set link. It's very easy. It's not something which is very difficult. You can just so you have the dataset file. Now what you can do is you can just directly copy this code, although it's very basic level, but again it's a huge plus point that you can focus on the doing main tasks. You can just replace the path here, go here and copy path, and what you will see is it's like, yeah, now you can run this code cell. So you get the details about the data set. For example, it has a job title, employment type, expertise level, salary currency, and the type of the data type, right? And this is all the details. And now what I asked ChatGPT was, it even gives an explanation about what is exactly happening in the code part. So it gives you a good explanation. Don't need to even have to worry about explaining the content, I mean the code exactly. Now I'm asking the second question: investigate the distribution of salary according to job title and experience. Now what it's telling me is just you can plot this graph, let me show you. It's like it makes things very easy. I didn't expect ChatGPT to do this sort of thing, but again, it is a powerful tool for coders. Sorry, just give me a moment. I'll just see and paste here. I don't know what's happening. Just give me a moment. I think this code shell has to go away. Yeah, and yeah, Control C. What is it? User has my as a unique. I paste everything, Just give me a moment. So it's like just want to paste this code cell, right? I have no clue why it's happening. So just give me a moment. Yeah, it is pasting all the text below it. So I don't need the text below it. So I'll just remove the text below it because and yeah, complete text. Yeah, now you can see like when I run this code, blt.show, blt.show. So since what we can do is put it in the next cell so that we can, because there are two plots, so yeah, now it's going to show you a plot based on the salary distribution by job title and experience. So this is the plot. How cool is this plot? And this is exact data analysis or exploratory data analysis for a data set, which is a large data set. And yeah, you can see it, like how good is that, you can change the x and y label. It's not very difficult because it's a figure size, then you have this title and the plot. In the plot you have x label and y label, right? And yeah, it's not very difficult, where you have chosen y as salary in USD and x as job title, right? And there is one more, so this one is different plot. Yeah, so it shows a warning because the data set is and yeah, just so it's a scatter plot, right? So it's a scatter plot, and the library I'm using is seaborn, right? And yeah, so experience level, yeah, swarm plot, yeah. And now if I ask certain more questions, I ask like how do I, yeah, can you show me the plot? Yeah. And then I asked ChatGPT. Now these are different questions. Can you train a linear regression model on the above dataset with salary as the label, and and other column as input features. So it's like you can do anything with ChatGPT, right? And it's detailing you the steps, and what steps it has given. You do the pre-processing first, and then you do the train test split, then you do the model training, and then you do the model evaluation. So it has given the whole code, right? Now what you can do is you can just copy this set of code. Believe me, it's like it makes your task 100 times easier, because when I have done linear regression before the, I think ChatGPT wasn't launched. It's around 2020, end of 2020. So what you can do is you can just paste the copy file path here. I'm showing you Google Colab because I think it is also a very good tool. Um, you don't have to worry about downloading Jupyter Notebook onto your PC and then running it, because it becomes too complex. And it is kind of very easy if you just go to Google Colab, load the data set, and do the EDA and training of models. So that is done, right? And you can also see the details of Vibred. For example, what is Vibred, right? So it's gonna be a big thing, big values, right? So these values are like this, it's an array, and RMSE is the mean squared error, right? R2 score error, and the model which we have trained is this one, right? And all right, so the columns which it has taken for is job title and these salary, currency, company location. So it has done one hot encoding, then encoded, then here it has dropped the salary and salary in USD, and the Y column, which is the label column, is salary in USD, right? And random state number and test size is, so 20% of the data set is taken for, let's change it to uh, 40%, and then see the mean squared error, right? So mean squared error this time is 1.712, and r square is not even important, and yeah, I'm not concerned about the r square error. So if you change the test size, for example, now if it's 50/50, then the efficiency will reduce, right? 6.0. So it has to be, and when it is 1, it has to be under 1, right? Or lesser value, right? That the lesser the value for mean squared error, the better the model is. And now what, you can ask many more questions, right? And you can ask specific questions on the dataset. Can you write a code for getting the maximum salary based on job title for above dataset? So it's like, it makes your task very easy, right? You don't have to go through so many YouTube videos where you are searching for specific code, because I have done those things in the past, right? And this is like, yeah, what you can do is you can just write a specific code, and it even gives you an explanation for code. How cool is that? You don't have to do, I mean, you can even understand, explain the code through this markdown cell text. Yeah, you can just, yeah, this is what you get. It kind of enhances your efficiency while you are doing a project. And recently I was doing a project where I have to process a large text file and then get a JSON file as an output. So one choice I had was to do it manually, where I read the text file using Pandas, or maybe I read a text file using PySpark, and then transform the columns as per the requirement, and then write a JSON file. But again, then you can use ChatGPT recently, and I also seen this video on prompt engineering. So they have made a whole set of course on prompt engineering. I don't know, even I went through it, but then I realized it's just using ChatGPT and asking questions. So these are the all the questions which I've asked from ChatGPT until now. It gives you details about everything. I hope you like this video, and I'll make a next video on the paid version of ChatGPT. I'll show you what paid version is. This is GPT-4. So it's $20 per month, but I'm gonna soon access it and will start making videos on. And you can ask anything about ChatGPT. Limited knowledge of what, like, how is the weather today, right? I think these are not the questions which I would like to ask, because these are so basic things. It's like doing a Google search. I'm more concerned about things which really help a data scientist perform his task. And actually, and you can, for example, ChatGPT custom training model. These are all my search, on ChatGPT, and it can really enhance your skills and your learning ability. Believe me, I write my cover letter, I mean, all those things through ChatGPT, and it becomes really easy. That's all for today. Hope to see you next time. Thank you.